Yes, people, welcome back to the 1894 podcast. I'm Hugh and I've got Dara here with me as always for this City versus West Ham review. That is 20 wins on the bounce, 27 unbeaten, a 2-1 win today over a firing West Ham side. It wasn't the best performance by any means, but I think they said it after the game as well that if you want to win the league and you want to win every game, you can't do it all in fashion. I think Pep said in his interview post-match, and we didn't want to paint a beautiful picture or something like that. We just wanted to win, get the 3 points, and that is exactly how it went. Dara, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it was scrappy. It wasn't really great, but you're gonna have to, if you want to keep winning, you're gonna have to play like that. You're gonna have to get a few dirty wins. Like it's not like we haven't. It's not like we've been 100% all season.
Exactly, and West Ham are a good team. They we said in our preview we said 3-1 or I think 3-0 maybe you said, but I predicted a goal because I know that they do have an attacking threat. With Lingard and Antonio. And Antonio, he was good today, man. He's a good player. He's a big boy. He's a presence in the box. He got his goal, and he possibly could have scored another one maybe. And just at the very end, they possibly could have equalised as well to make it 2 each. But the resilience of our defence, which is I think is the main talking point of this video and this review in general, is our two centre halves. Stones didn't play during the week. He came back into the squad today, partnered Diaz. Both of them got a goal. The first goal was really good, actually. Let's talk about that one, I suppose, first, because Kevin De Bruyne was involved. He got the assist. He didn't have his best game, De Bruyne, but on his left foot, he whipped a fantastic cross in, which Diaz gets his head on and bangs it into the back of the net. What did you think of that?
No, it was brilliant. I mean, it's one of De Bruyne's best assists for us. The way he just floated it in, it was perfect. Diaz done well to get onto it. I think Randolph actually got a hand to it, but it went in. But I was happy with that. I actually kind of thought it would open the game up for us, but it kind of opened the game up more for them, really.
It did. They really they reacted really well to that goal, West Ham, and they came out and they really put pressure on us, and it worked. But our defense, like I said, held out and didn't concede other than the first goal just before halftime. The second goal was the other centre half, like I said, John Stones with a striker's finish. It's something that I would have loved to have seen Jesus done or do more frequently.
Can't do it.
Riyad Mahrez got the ball. Yeah, can't do it. Riyad Mahrez got the ball on the right wing. He pulled off a bit of a madness, threw a few step overs, did the usual, beats his player on the outside, and pulls it back for Stones, who's maybe just behind the penalty spot, a bit of an angle, absolutely slots it into the far side netting. It was actually a fantastic finish, and it's unbelievable to see players like Diaz and Stones who deserve all the credit to get the goals. What are your thoughts on that? It's obviously massive for Stones because he wasn't involved midweek, and he's really come in and been like, listen, you probably should have played me, or always play me because I'm a threat.
He was it wasn't just his attack, and obviously that gave him this state to play the big games. I thought he was great defensively again today. Like he got man of the match from McManaman, and it was deserved. I thought Mahrez was brilliant as well, not just for the goal, but I thought the way he played was very smart. He got your man booked at the start of the game. Like it was just he didn't let up running at him. I thought he was great today.
When Mahrez is playing well, I find the whole team feeds off it because he's such a talented player.
It's always a when does he play well. It's not
exactly. It's consistency.
He's not constant. Yeah, that's it.
When he does play well, though, I feel the team really feed off that because, like I said, he's inconsistent. Or sometimes he'll be out there, but he's not really turning up. He's not really putting the effort in. I feel sometimes anyway. But when he is on fire, which he was today, he was going around the outside. I said on a review recently, or maybe it was a podcast, that he needs to switch up his play and not cut in on his left foot all the time. And look, he went down on his right foot today. And we got a goal from him.
Crossed him with his right foot, didn't he? I didn't even cop it.
Exactly. I wasn't aware he had a right foot, to be fully honest, but he seems to have grown one since I've said that he's listening to the podcast. Fair play, Mahrez, for listening to the podcast. But that's 20 in a row now. I just read on Twitter before we recorded that the record seems to be 23 wins in a row is the all-time record held by Bayern Munich. This is in Europe now. Our next 3 games are Wolves on Tuesday, United, then is it Gladbach? I believe it's Gladbach. Or maybe it's Southampton. Either way, 3 games which are very winnable. They're all at home, and this record would be another unbelievable record for Pep to achieve, wouldn't it?
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, I think is it his Bayern team to have the record. I mean, if he's going to break his own record, I mean, it's funny how we can go on this streak and we still wouldn't put them in the same brackets as the Invincible, or not the Invincible, sorry, the Centurions, yeah. But I think they're all winnable games, especially United. They're all winnable games, and I can't see why we won't win. To be honest, I thought we were a bit sluggish today, but it's only going to spur them on more.
Yeah, they were a little bit sluggish today. It was a bit lethargic, a bit slow at times. There were times where we'd be in a prime position for a counter attack, and you'd be shouting at the screen, telling Fernandinho, whoever's on the ball, to pick up the pace. But I don't know why it wasn't as fast. Maybe he could have done with Bernardo in the middle. He would have injected a bit of pace. He never got on in the end. Foden came on. Torres is a player I want to talk about as well. A bit about as well. Sorry. I don't think he had his best performance today. He was possibly a part to blame for the goal which West Ham scored. He didn't track back. He didn't follow his man. What did you think of his overall play today?
Yeah, he wasn't great. Now he there was one stage where Zinchenko played a poor enough ball. He got onto it and then he just kicked it out. Like, you know what I mean? He done really well to get onto it. It was going out for a goal kick, and then he put it out for a goal kick. He tried hitting off Soufal. It came off him, so it just was off on nothing. But yeah, the tracking back thing, I actually thought was Zinchenko for the first one, but then I saw Torres was still in the other half. I mean, I don't know how he thinks he can play the inverted wing, how he thinks he can track back when we have an inverted wing back like that, you know? I thought that was poor, and it was right. He was right to come off, to be honest.
Yeah, I probably would have started Foden, to be honest. I was surprised. I think Pep's wanted to give Torres a bit of a run out.
No, he's got to play him against Wolves, surely. But yeah, speaking of that, actually, sorry to go over. It's Wolves, United, Southampton, and then Fulham to get the next four. If we win those four. Yeah, no Champions League, so they're all winnable.
They're all very winnable, and the Champions League one should be winnable as well. But speaking of runs out, for the first time in God knows how long, we saw a start from our main man, Sergio Aguero. What did you think of him today?
Wasn't great. I thought he was very poor. Now, I mean, he got the ball in the box at one stage. That was all I remember him doing. Just, he wasn't moving the same way. I said it to Joe, I think he might be finished, but Joe said he'll wait till he strings a few games, which is probably fairer, but he didn't look even half the player he was today.
You see, with Aguero's reputation, he's held in such high regard by City fans and of course football fans in general. You expect, you need a goal or two from him, or else you're kind of like maybe he wasn't as good as he usually is. But the thing, I think today, in terms of today's game, you have to kind of understand that West Ham are a really, really well-drilled defence. They were really compact and tight. And also, our build to play wasn't as good as it should have been. He wasn't being given the service that maybe he would have thrived off a bit more. The balls weren't coming into the box. They weren't coming to his feet. He only got the ball in the box maybe once or twice. And it was crowded. They were, like I said, they're really well-drilled West Ham.
Yeah, they were straight on.
Suchek and the other fella are two really, really good centre-halves. And they were watching them
in the midfield.
Oh, sorry. Well, they're both really, really good anyway.
Yeah.
And they kind of.
I thought West Ham were brilliant today. I think they definitely deserve something out of it.
They did. But listen, from a City point of view, we'll take the 3 points 100%. And you just grind it out. You got to play like a champion. If you want to be a champion, you got to win dirty. And that's what Pep said. We weren't trying to paint a picture. We were just looking at 3 points. Anyways, we're going to put our player ratings from that match up on screen right now. We want to thank the people in our Discord server. You can join that through the link below if you want to get involved in the chat. They help us with our player ratings for every single game. So as always, don't put the heat on us if you don't like the ratings. But yeah, if you want to come in and have your say in the ratings, it's a cop out. If you want to come in and have your say on the ratings, come in, chat to us. We just talk about City all day, every day, really. So yeah, thanks a million for watching. Leave a like. We've just hit our subscriber target of 125. That quick. So the next one is 150, obviously 25 more. If you're new around here, we would really appreciate it. Get involved, join the community, have your say in the comments about all things City, and we will see you in the next one.